been a while since I don't talk to you guys. It's been a while that I don't talk to you about other important things. I'm always going to take a little bit of time to put something new in your ear. And hopefully you'll take the time to listen and take whatever it is out of it. Like I said, I'm not a guru or the most knowledgeable or sage person in the world, but I have learned a lot of things, and if I can share with you some things, then I will, because I feel it's my responsibility as your father to not allow you to go through the same mistakes that I committed, and for you to have a better opportunity to grow and make the best out of you, and encourage you to find yourself and explore what it is that you're here in this world to do. What is your purpose in life? But to discover that, there are steps to take in life for you to eventually, at whatever time or period it is in your life, to discover what you're here to do. We are all here to do something. We're all here with a purpose, and you have to understand that is very important. If anything I can share with you is that we are all here with a purpose, and we're all here for a reason. And too many people walk this earth without understanding that concept, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to discover yourselves and maximize your potentials, which you both have a lot. And I want to share that with you. I want you to understand that is the truth. You're both too intelligent. You both have a kind heart. Like I always tell you, you are here with a purpose. Understand that. Please understand that. I started understanding that in my life, I would say at my mid-30s, and I tell you, I wish I would have discovered these things and looked into myself at your age. I think I would have been further ahead in life if I would have took the time at an early stage in my life to discover myself, to take time for myself, not wanting to talk about this quarantine or coronavirus thing, but these are very opportunistic times for you to take some time for yourself, to turn off the cell phone, don't turn it off now, turn it off later after you hear this, but I mean, the videos and the funny things and all that is good stuff, the humor and all that, and the video games and all that, and and texting with your friends and sharing with your friends. That's all very good. It's good to have people around you, and it's good to share with other people, and it's good to laugh. But you have to understand that part of the day you have to spend it with the most important person, and the most important person is you. You are the most important person in the world. You cannot be a good person to others if you're not a good person to yourself. You have to learn how to treat yourself the best way possible. And you have to know who you are. You have to ask yourself, who am I? And you have to start answering those questions. Who am I? If you ask yourself that question and you don't have an answer, then you need to seek the answer. I mean, yes, I'm Melvin Cuadrado. I was born on this date, and I could tell you a lot of details about myself, but inside, who am I? Who am I for real? I need to talk to myself. I need to look in the mirror, like they say, and I really have to know who I am in detail, in all aspects. As a human being, who am I? So my point is that you have to, at some point, sit down with yourself and discover who you really are And once you start taking those steps in your life, you will create a habit and a desire to really learn more about yourself. And you will discover things about yourself that you had not discovered up till the moment. And that will lead you to finding your purpose in life. That will lead you to discovering yourself and really focus on the things that are important. And people talk about success all the time. And people say you have to be success, but most people talk about success, and they talk about success from a perspective of a financial income or a career or college or completing something in life. And yes, that is part of success, but the biggest success story in life is that you know who you really are. Who you really are, and you know what you really want. At a point in your life, you have to stop and discover that, because if you don't, you'll be jumping from one thing to the other without making up your mind of what you really want to do with your life. And one day you want to be a doctor, and the next day you want to be an architect, and the next day you want to be a detective, and the next thing you want to ride horses, and the next thing you want pretty houses. And life continues, and you're just jumping around trying to fill an empty spot in your life with things that are really meaningless to you, because you really have not discovered who you really are. So I advise you that start thinking about these things now. Now is the perfect time. You are young. You are independent. That stress that at some point you had about, a job or the common things that as human beings we worry about it, you really don't have to think about that anymore. And you both have a job. You both are security stable. Yeah, we still have some bills. Yeah, we still have to pay some things. But you don't have the stress that other people have. The other people with children and family and older people have. And you're way ahead of the power curve right now of how society lives in these moments. There's people right now that don't have a job, can't go to work. There are people right now who their life has changed completely. But you have an advantage that you don't have to stress about that. And now is the time for you to take advantage of that and focus on something else, because you have the time. Take the time, and you don't have to take 2 hours out of the day or 3 hours out of the day. You can start by taking 10 minutes out of the day, whether it's in the morning or before you go to bed, and watch a video, read a book, listen to something positive. Listen to other people that have something wise to say. Feed your mind with knowledge. Feed your soul. To feed your body every day. You eat every day, 3-4 times, and you snack. Most people do that. But are you really taking time to feed your mind? Eat a wisdom snack once in a while. And that's my advice to you. Find a book. Whether if you don't like reading, find an audiobook. YouTube is full of knowledgeable people. Make a list of people that you like. I sent you a video just a little while ago about Jay Shetty. I know I probably sent you that video before. This young man is amazingly wise. I've listened to this video. I've listened to him because he has some wisdom to share. And I see in you guys that you guys are not only smart and intelligent, I see some wisdom in you. Sean, look at all the experiences that you've been through. And Kevin, look at all the stuff that you've been through. And you're still here, and you're still strong. And you, if you really think about everything that you went in a particular moment in your life that you thought it was a struggle, and you can look at it back, and you can look back on it now, you can say, wow, the only thing that did for me was it made me grow. It sucked while I was going through certain things in life, but I grew from that and I learned from that. So I tell you, there's nothing that I've been through, bad or good, that I haven't learned. But I've learned more stuff through the hard times. I've learned more about myself in the difficult times of my life. And I know you may not want to hear this. I think I've told one or both of you before. Life is always going to have difficult situations. Tomorrow, today, that you're going to be tested. But if you acquire wisdom, if you read, if you center yourself, if you build muscle in your interior, not only in your exterior, you'll be able to go through things with a lot more, much more ease and confidence. And they'll get to a point where no matter what is thrown in your direction, you'll be able to be resilient, and you'll be able to be strong, and you'll be able to go through anything. Because you have the strength, the inner strength, to confront anything. And you build self-confidence, and you become strong. Because believe me, you're going to go through things. Eventually, hopefully, you'll have a family someday. You'll have kids someday. And you're going to start going through a different journey in life, a different chapter in your life. And your life is going to change really quick when that happens. But people usually wait to get to those situations to start learning about what it is the structure of a family, what is the structure of learning, what is the structure of bringing up kids. I had no knowledge of what it was to bring up kids. I struggled with it, but I knew in my heart that I needed to be the best I could. So I had to learn to be a father while being a father. I had to learn how to be a husband while being a husband. I encourage you to don't wait till you're at that point to start learning those things. And that applies to everything. Don't wait to be a sergeant in the army or an officer in the army to learn how to be one. Start now. The moment is now. You have to learn. When you get there, it will be so easy for you because you already know what it takes. And you'll be ahead of the power curve. And that's with everything. You can apply that. I give you those two examples, but because they're common to us, but you can apply that to anything. I just want you guys to understand that it is important to dig deep inside of you. Take a little bit of time for yourself. Learn, build wisdom, build inner strength, build self-confidence, and success is going to come into your life from different aspects. I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope that this speech is not that long for you not to be able to take the time to listen to it. But this is me trying to give you some advice based on the things that I've learned in life, and just wanted to share with you, as I always will, about how to grow as a person in this world. And to grow as a person, you have to take some time for yourself. I love you guys. I wish you the best. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Watch a video, read a book, get knowledge, and get mentally strong. That is my advice to you today.